Good afternoon. My name is Vinod Kumar. I am retired from the Merchant Navy. Welcome to the 13th Karnapex 2024 Philately exhibition. So my exhibit is on Lord Buddha and Buddhism. You can see here it starts from 260 to 264. It's 5 frames on Lord Buddha and Buddhism, India, the land of Buddha. So as you can see the exhibit plan, it goes to the introduction, title and exhibit plan, like a past Buddhas and previous life. And the second chapter is on life of Prince Siddhartha. And the third one is Gautam Buddha. The fourth one is teachings of Gautam Buddha. And the fifth one is the symbols representing Gautam Buddha. Sixth one is the images of Gautam Buddha. And the seventh one is the Buddhist World Heritage. You can see all the different countries where there is Buddhism spread from India. So as you can see, this is first chapter, the past Buddhas and previous life of Gautam Buddha. And this is a stamp from India and the other one from Sri Lanka. That's both depicting Sanchi Stupa. It's a great stupa. In Sanchi, it features the 7 past Buddhas. Sculptures are there. You can see over there. And also one of the important is stamp from Mecca, miniature depicting the 7 Buddhas of the past. So, and we can move to the next one. And you can see the Buddhas of the present eons. It's Shwedagon Pagoda. It's in Myanmar. And one more important is it's a Mogak Hills in China. They also call it 1,000 Buddhas Grottos. It's in Junam. And not to forget that it's the birthplace of Lord Buddha. It's in Nepal, Lumbini. And we move here to the Jataka stories, and one of the Mahasattva Jataka. And the stamp actually depicts from the top center with the Prince Mahasattva and his 2 brothers looking down at the tigers and the 7 cups. The story continues on the right, kneeling down. The prince pierces his neck with a bamboo stick, and then with an outstretched left arm, he feeds the tigers. Then his saddened family finds his remains. And in this story, the prince reflects some of the Buddhist perfections like generosity, renunciation, morality, and resolution. And we move to the second chapter, that's life of Prince Siddhartha. And here you can see the stamp from Sri Lanka, that's they were speeding to the Bodhisattvas from the Tushita heaven. But before agreeing to the request, the Bodhisattva had to decide it was the right time, where to be born, which part of the country, which clan, and who should be the mother. And we can move to the second one is the consultation. And you can see the important stamp is from Bhutan. It's the first silk stamp issued by the Bhutan Post, where you can see the 3 great teachers, Bodhisattva. And here the wondrous birth, that's the Lumbini, where Lord Buddha was born. And you can see the Ashoka pillar. And then we move to the other one, the proclamation from Buddha, that as soon as the Buddha was born, Prince Siddhartha as a young boy, you can see the stamp from China and the other one from Sri Lanka. Here they are depicting Prince Siddhartha as a young boy wearing a simple cloth with his right hand raised straight in the air above the head. Then you can move to as he becomes Prince Siddhartha, he learned all the master of arts skills. And the other chapter is marriage and birth of his son. And it was important in the Buddha's life, the great departure. After seeing the 4 sides, Buddha, he left the palace and left as a wandering monk. You can see his journey from Prince Siddhartha. He went on to become the Lord Buddha. And we move to the second chapter. It's a Gautam Buddha, and you can see the stamp here from Pakistan. It's a half regimen of meditation from Buddha. Right now, the sculpture is at Pakistan Museum. It's a very wonderful statue. It's a very, very ancient. And as Buddha attained enlightenment, it was a harsh temptation of Mara that he wants to destroy the Buddha's meditation so that he cannot get enlightenment. But Buddha got enlightenment, and These are some of the stamps depicting that uh, Buddha defeated the Mara, and he's calling the earth goddesses to witness that he got enlightenment. And here are some of the stamps from depicting the seven station of enlightenment. After Buddha and got enlightenment, defeating the different seven stamp like restraint, making peace, receiving, meditation, contemplation, protection, and reclining. And after Buddha attaining enlightenment, the first and most important was the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. And you can see the stamps from Sri Lanka, the two Tapasu and Baluka, the two who got first preaching from Buddha. Then he moved to the Sarnath, where he started the first turning the wheel of Dharma. And Sarnath is famous for the Dhammic Stupa. And here you can see one more stamp from the silk stamp from Bhutan. And again he returned to Kapilavastu, where he was and some of the stamps depicting the miracles of Gautam Buddha. And here is the important one, Buddha preaching and descending from heaven. He went to heaven to preach his mother. And the most important thing is the Mahaparinirvana. Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana at Kushinagar, the final resting place of Lord Buddha. The Rambal Stupa is very most important, where Buddha was cremation. And after cremation, his holy relics were sent to different countries by the King Ashoka to spread Buddhism, like Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Nepal, Thailand, all the Southeast Asian countries to spread Buddhism. Then we move to the next chapter, the teachings of Gautama Buddha. They call it Tripitaka. And here are some stamps from Korea depicting Tripitaka. They are well preserved in the Hensa temple at South Korea. It's a very ancient temple. These are the oldest and the ancient still preserved by the Korean government. And Du Zhang, the Chinese traveler who came to India to study Buddhism. And the Lotus Sutras, the different sutras in Buddhism. The other one is the Diamond Sutra and the Gilgit manuscripts, the Tibetan Kangur. And the most important thing is taking refuge in the triple gems, the three precious jewels. The 10 paramitas. Meditation is more important in Buddhism, and the devotion to Buddha and Peace Holiness, Dalai Lama from Tibet, the Nobel Peace Prize winner. Then we move to the next chapter, the symbols representing Gautam Buddha, like a stupa, the leaf, the Bodhi tree, the Dharma chakras, and the Dharma chakra is also depicted on the Indian national flag. And the 8 auspicious symbols in Buddhism, the Buddhist flag and the Buddha's footprint. Then we move to the images of Gautam Buddha, like from Gandhara region, Sarnath and all. In images of Gautam Buddha, we can see the standing, sitting, reclining, and different posture also. You can see the standing posture, the seated posture, and the walking posture. This reclining posture, and it's also one of the important stamps in Buddhism. Is from Tajikistan. Lord Buddha in the reclining position. And you can see the Buddha in Bhadrasana. The statues in China, they call it Laishan, Maitreya Buddha, and Anjali Mudra, Vajra Mudra, Abhay Mudra, Vitarka Mudra, Dhyana Mudra, Dharma Chakra Mudra, the turning of the wheel, the Maxima card issued by the government of India Post, Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. This gesture signifies Gautam Buddha called to the earth goddesses to witness his enlightenment in Bodh Gaya and his victory over temptation by Mara. Different Lakshanas, Nimbus. The heads of Buddha. The Urna on the forehead. His long ears. And one more Lakshana is his eyes. And different ornaments worn by the Bodhisattvas. And we move to the last and the final topic is on Buddhist World Heritage. The Taboo Monasteries, Ajanta Caves in India, Sanchi Stupa, it's Ajanta Cave painting, Sanchi Stupa, Diksha Bhumi, and the UNESCO World Heritage Site Borobada Temple in Java. So all belongs to the Borobada Temple. So all Borobada Temple. And this one is Tooth Relic Temple in Kandy in Sri Lanka. This temple of the sacred tooth relic is a world-renowned place of worship where the left canine tooth of Gautam Buddha is enshrined. The temple is adorned with intricate carvings using gold, silver, bronze, and ivory. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And Bulguksa Temple in South Korea. Heritage of Laos, Tak Long Stupa. And one more, Potala Palace, Lhasa, also the UNESCO World Heritage Site in Tibet. And Heritage of Tibet, Tanga paintings. That's an ancient painting from the Tibetan art. And from Mongolia, Dashiling Monastery. We can see the Mongolian souvenir sheet depicting the Dashiling Monastery. Here the Maitreya Buddha is seated in Bhadrasana posture and his hands in Dharma Chakra Mudra. And from Japan, Virgin Temple, Norin Kannon Bosutsu. Then we move to the China, the Longmen Grottos, the Moga Caves, also the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and the Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha, the Ashokan Pillar, the Mayadevi Temple, Bauddhanatha Stupas, Swayambhunatha Stupas, and the Bamiyan Buddha in Afghanistan. We can see the Bamiyan Buddha. Right now, it's already destroyed by the Taliban. You can see the one before the destruction, and the other one is after destruction. And this stamp is also very rare. It's showing the Bamiyan Buddha before the Taliban destruction. And the last one, move to the Simon Temple in North Korea and the Rangchun Temple in North Korea. Thank you.